I will now call this meeting to order. We have a quorum. This meeting is being webcast live and recorded. The recording or webcast may capture images and sounds of those attending the meeting. Identify closed session items are as follows. In 2.1, conference with labor negotiator. 2.2, anticipated litigation. Public comment on any closed session item will be heard at this time pursuant to board policy. The board may limit individual comments to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 20 minutes. It is recommended you begin your comments by stating your name. Any comments? Nope. Seeing that there is none, the board will now adjourn to closed session. Being regular session, Alondra Morin will be our Spanish interpreter for this meeting. Meeting attendees who would like to listen to the Spanish interpretation of the proceedings, please pick up the headphones from the table located in the back of this room. This announcement will now be shared in Spanish.
Alondra Morán servirá como intérprete al español. Para esta reunión invitamos a los asistentes de la reunión que deseen escuchar la interpretación al español, el ir por audífonos a la mesa ubicada al fondo de esta sala de reuniones.
Thank you. This meeting is being webcast live and recorded. The recording or webcast may capture images and sounds of those attending the meeting. Members of the public who would like to provide public comment on items listed on tonight's agenda, we recommend you fill out the public comment form, the green form located on the table at the northeast entrance of this room. Please hand the completed form to Acting Board Manager Felisa Hanna before the item comes up on the agenda. We recommend you complete a separate form for each agenda item on which you would like to comment. Ms. Hanna is in the back of the room. Members of the public providing public comment, please use the microphone on the stand located in the front of the room. Seeing as there is no public comment, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. Board Member Randy Vegas will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
To the republic we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
3.5, report action taken in closed session. It was none. And so moving on to 3.6, revision to enclosure items and adoption of the board agenda. There are revised item enclosures number 5.9 and 5.11. Do I have a motion to adopt the board meeting agenda?
I so move.
Second.
On a motion by Board Member Gamoyan, second by Board Member Odo, call for the vote.
Measure passes 6 votes, yes.
One absent. General public comment on any topic not on the agenda may be heard at this time. If you have public comment on an item listed on tonight's agenda, there will be an opportunity for you to share your comments at the time the item comes up for discussion by the board. Pursuant to board policy, the board will limit individual comments for general public comment to no more than 3 minutes and individual topics to 20 minutes. To comply with the Brown Act, California's open meeting law, board discussion is limited to items on the agenda. Therefore, when receiving public comment for items not on the agenda, the board's role is limited to receiving such comments, and the board may not engage in dialogue with the public. The board thanks the public for its participation in public comment and understanding of the board's responsibility. It is recommended you begin your comments by stating your name. Being that there's no public comment, we're going to move on to the next, which is consent agenda. Would any board member like to pull an item from the consent agenda? No? May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll move it.
I'll second.
On a motion by Board Member Belt, second by Board Member DeJong, call for the vote.
Measure passes 6 votes, yes.
Moving right along. I'm not going to skip it tonight. Item number 6, board member reports. We'll start with Board Member Belt.
No report other than CTE ribbon cutting. Walter did a great job cutting that ribbon, but we all got to see the exciting things that's going to be offered. Actually, she said 500 students already had signed up at DeViz itself. So introducing our middle schoolers to the potential of things they might be interested or find out that they're not. But it gives them that introduction. Pretty tremendous program.
Thank you. Board Member DeYoung.
Thank you, President Naylor. I don't have a report. I have just two comments to make. One, I kind of want to reiterate for anyone that's listening online and a few people that are in the room that the one awesome thing about being a board member is that you're part of a local area. It's not like being a state assemblyman or senator where you don't have accessibility to the public. And so based on the public comment we had at the last board meeting on Tuesday, I just want to reiterate that, a part of being an elected official is being accessible, and that the only individuals that can break the law are the peoples under the Brown Act, which is us, the elected officials, the trustees of Visalia Unified. So there's a lot of confusion on that. A lot of those questions I've asked in the Masters in Governance training through CSBA, which is, kind of the leading, I guess you would say, entity you would go to ask questions about that. And those things are encouraged. So I just wanted to reiterate that for anyone listening. Secondly, I've had a lot of comments about my tie. And I would just like to let everyone know who I'm wearing. This tie was made by Isla DeYoung, who was a former kindergartner at Denton Elementary and going to be a future first grader. And I just wanted to say thank you to Isla for this wonderful tie. And I also wanted to kind of give accolades to the district. My three daughters have made leaps and bounds in their academic levels over at Denton Elementary. And a lot of that has to do with pretty awesome teachers that care about them deeply and the level of support and guidance that they're getting on a day-to-day basis. And I can tell you, when I was a student growing up, there would be plenty of times where I'd be like, hey, I don't want to go to school, whatever. My kids are the kind of kids that are like, Dad, we got to go to school. Like, what's going on here? We can't stay home. That tells me a lot, and that kind of shocks me sometimes. But that's pretty amazing when you have young learning children that want to go to school. They don't want to stay home and mess around, go to the park or whatever with Dad. They want to go to school and learn. So that says a lot about Visalia Unified. And so with that, that ends my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Board Member Villegas?
No report, President Naylor.
Board Member Gamoyan?
Yeah, just one comment real quick on the CTE labs at the middle school. I think that's going to be really beneficial for getting our kids to be, instead of dabblers, completers of a pathway. So enjoy your summer, everybody.
Board Clerk Odo?
No report.
And back to me. I'm just going to wish everyone a great summer and thank you for all your hard work at all levels. On to Superintendent's report.
No report.
Thank you. Item number 8, general agenda. 8.1, resolution to approve the expenditure of education protection account funds in accordance with the budget for fiscal year 2025 to 2026. Presented by Finance Director Kyla Johnson.
Good evening. This is an annual item that we are required to bring to the board in public session and how we spend our education protection acts. No money for the EPA is allowed to be spent on administrative salaries or benefits, and the district plans to use these funds to pay salaries and the benefits for instructional personnel only. So we're requesting your approval of this resolution.
Any board member comments or questions? May I have a motion to approve the resolution to approve the expenditures of education protection account funds in accordance with the budget for fiscal year 2025-26?
So moved.
Second.
On a motion by Board Member Gamoyan, seconded by Board Member Odo. Call for the vote. You guys are ahead of me.
Ms. Gamoyan. Motion passes 6-0.
Thank you. 8.2, second read, 2025-2026 Local Control Accountability Plan, Administrative Business Services, Mr. Jim Sullivan.
Good evening, Board President and Naylor. My name is Jim Sullivan. I'm the Administrator of Business Services. This is the second reading for the adoption of the 25-26 VUSD LCAP. There's been no changes in the budget or the presentation from the first public hearing on June 10th. I have the slideshow ready if you need me to present it? If not, we ask the board to make a motion to adopt the 25-26 budget. LCAP.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve and adopt the 2025-26 Local Control Accountability Plan?
Certainly, I'll make that motion.
Second.
On a motion by Board Member Belt, seconded by Board Member Gamoyen, call for the vote.
Motion passes 6 votes yes.
Thank you.
8.3, 2025-26 USD Budget, second read. Presenter, Finance Director Kyla Johnson.
Good evening, Board President Naylor, members of the board, and Superintendent Shrum. My name is Kyla Johnson. We're here to do the second read for the adoption of the 25-26 VUSD budget. Just as a recap, our general fund revenues total $498.2 million. Our general fund expenditures are $505.8 million, and our reserve level is 9.84, which is well above the state required 3% minimum. There has been no changes to the budget or the presentation from the first read on June 10th during the public hearing. And we are asking the board to make a motion to adopt the 25-26 budget if there are no questions.
Thank you. Any board member questions?
I'll make a motion.
On a motion by Board Member Villegas, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Board Member Odo, call for the vote.
Motion passes 6 votes yes.
8.4, resolution for exception to 180-day wait period. Presenter, Administrator of Human Services Development, Judy Burgess.
Good evening, President Naylor, board members, and Superintendent Shrum. Tonight, I am bringing the resolution for the exception to the 180-day waiver by Government Code 7522.56. It allows for a school district to submit the waiver for CalPERS, and this is for hiring a retiree before the 180 days that has passed since their retirement date. This is for the purpose of performing highly specialized work necessary to ensure district operations. Specifically, this resolution is to request that the district appoint a retiree to perform such duties while a permanent employee is on leave of absence. So we are requesting your approval for this resolution.
Thank you. Any board member comment? If not, may I have a motion to approve the resolution for exception to the 180-day wait period?
So moved.
I'll second.
On a motion by Board Member Odo, seconded by Board Member DeYoung, call for the vote.
On it.
Scrapes by, passes 6-0.
Thank you very much.
And with that, I adjourn this meeting.